Inspector Susan, don't you think that the inspector of this territory gave the information about the location of the snow lotuses too easily? Yes, that creep most certainly did. I don't trust him, but what choice do we have? We need the snow lotus to save James. Without James, the East Ocean tribe will be lost. But you're right. This is a trap for sure. We just have to figure out what it is and how to escape it. Yes, agreed Jacob. He could not let his fiancée Sophie down. She was counting on him to save her uncle. This must be the cave where the snow lotuses are growing, said Inspector Susan as they came to a set of caves marked on the map they had been given. They entered, gathering energy in their hands and holding them aloft in case they had unwelcome company. A whine reached their ears. Jacob went towards the source of the sound. A white lion cub lay on its side, blood flowing from an injury in its paw. It gave a pitiful whine and Jacob approached it gently. This is a baby sky mountain lion. Looks like it got separated from its family and got injured. Poor thing, Jacob whispered, so as to not frighten the cub. Oh, hello, little one. Let me fix that for you, Jacob told it gently. Hurry, we don't have much time left. Let's get the snow lotuses as soon as possible. James and the East Ocean needs us, Inspector Susan said impatiently. I can't just leave this little one be. Besides, it's not a big deal, said Jacob, taking a first aid kit out of his backpack and binding the little lion's paw. There you go, you're all good now. The cub licked Jacob's hand gratefully. Great. Bye, little one. The cub growled unhappily. It didn't want Jacob to go. What? I can't stay here, you know. Don't be sad. Someone important to me is waiting for the herbs in the cave. Your family must be looking for you. I'm sure they will find you soon. The cub whined again and nibbled at Jacob's shirt, pulling him. Hey, I would take you with me if it wasn't so dangerous. It likes you very much. Perhaps you should take it with us and let it be your spirit beast. I don't know. Jacob gave the Sky Mountain lion cub a little kiss and waved to it as he left. It tore Jacob's heart to leave it alone, but he had a mission to complete. Not far away, a pair of malevolent red eyes was tracking Jacob and Inspector Susan, waiting for its moment to strike. Wow, there are so many snow lotuses, Jacob marveled. Something is off, said Inspector Susan, alarm bells ringing in her head. What is it? Jacob asked. Duck, cried Inspector Susan. Duck! In the mountains? He caught a movement from the corner of his eyes and understood. He ducked. A dark, wolf-like beast with glowing red eyes leapt at the exact spot where Jacob had been standing. Is that a snow lotus in its mouth? Go, Jacob! Go after it, Inspector Susan commanded. I knew that he gave us the map too easily. He knew these demon beasts were here and wanted revenge. How are these beasts so powerful? Jacob shouted. I can handle them. You go, the inspector said. I can't go without you, he replied. Jacob rushed to stand back to back with Inspector Susan. Several demon beasts had joined their companion and had surrounded the two of them, baying for blood and closing in for the kill. Jacob was sure they were doomed when another set of growls filled the cave. He looked out the corner of his eyes, not daring to look away from their enemies. A trio of Sky Mountain lions joined the fray and began fighting the demon beasts. A squeaky growl caught his attention and Jacob gasped worriedly. Little lion, why did you come back? The little lion growled, this time less squeaky. It wants to take us out, exclaimed Inspector Susan. Get on its back. On its back? But it's just a cub, said Jacob. It's a freaking Sky Mountain lion cub. It can take us. The little lion nudged Jacob as if to say he agreed with Inspector Susan. Jacob quickly got onto its back, followed by Susan. She was right. The little lion had no trouble with their weight and sprang away. The beasts with the red eyes were too occupied by the fierce Sky Mountain lions to follow. The little lion ran and ran until they were out of reach of the demon beasts. When it stopped, Jacob and the inspector got off. Jacob bowed to it. We are most grateful for your help, little lion. We could not have made it without you. It got on its hind legs and placed 2 paws on Jacob's face and licked it lavishly as Jacob laughed. Jacob's bandage was gone and the wound had already healed. Do you want to? Jacob began to ask, but just then, 3 mighty roars sounded. Jacob guessed the Sky Mountain lions had won the battle against the demon beasts. The little lion whined sadly as it looked at Jacob. I guess you have to go back to your family now, said Jacob, ruffling the soft fur on its head, even as his heart was breaking. Reluctantly, the little lion turned and bounded away, looking back now and then as if to make sure Jacob was safe. Jacob felt distraught as he heard its agonized howls getting fainter. Will Jacob and the little lion get to meet again?